Hello everyone, it's Lisa with Serenity Love, and it is Friday again, here at least, right? So whenever it is you find this, but it's time for All About Self-Love. And I am very blessed to have an angel guide of mine who has been played a very significant role in my own journey here this last year and a half. His name is Candlehar, and he has a message for each of us, for the collective, and he's going to walk us through today's episode. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the statement, if you will, what he brought through, and then he's got a couple of questions, and I'm really looking forward to this one. This is a little different, and I'm very excited. So let's see what he has, okay? He says, capture the essence of life's beauty and surround yourself with limitless possibilities. Feel into all things with fervor, which means intensity and passion. So capture the essence of life's beauty and surround yourself with limitless possibilities, and to feel into all things with fervor, intensity, and passion. Okay? Yeah, awesome. Okay, so his first question is how to bring more joy into one's life. How do we bring more joy into our life? Okay, and he has asked for the love deck, that I use a love deck to answer this question. Okay, whoop, trying to shuffle these again. Put each of your energy brought forth and into. Okay, how to bring more joy into one's life. Okay, how can we bring more joy into our lives, right? Two together. Okay, together. So symbiosis, which is co-creation, co-creating with spirit and allowing for the healing heart to happen. Okay, so when we co-create with spirit and we're humble enough to know and understand truly, right, that we as a human species cannot see all things, that the universe can, and to allow the universe to guide us, that is co-creation. And when we follow those nudges, right, and we listen and we do all those, we do what we're being guided to do, that it will heal our heart, therefore bringing us the joy that we rightfully deserve, and some peace. Okay, beautiful. And it says here, the healing of the heart begins with forgiveness, right? So forgiveness brings joy because we let go of the things that have been hurting, right? We let go of the past and the wounds. Yeah. Balance. Find the balance between giving and receiving. So, and the heart on one side here, right? Yeah, we're measuring for balance. So we need to be balanced, both emotionally, mentally, in our everyday life, in our spirit, between our spirituality and practicality, right? Okay, that will bring us joy, because we avoid chaos. Then we don't allow forth chaos in our life if we are balanced. Allowing our emotions, allowing to feel what needs to be felt, but not allowing them to control us, right? Okay. The next card is vows, and this is about being committed, staying committed to your journey, and to your healing. As we do that, right, that brings forth joy, because the more we heal and the more negativity we release, the more dense energies that we don't give our power to, and we can learn to see through those illusions, and we see more light. We're surrounded by more light. Then, everything is beautiful. 444, new foundation, and surrounded by angels. How beautiful. And making that commitment and keeping that commitment will bring forth more joy into your life. Okay? Yeah. Then we have the bridge card. Build a bridge of understanding, crossing the rivers of the soul. So building a bridge, right, of understanding. So as we walk this journey, this path of healing, and we learn more about the differences, right? And I'm hearing that the differences between the light and the dark, and we see those, and we can see where others suffer versus, you know, what we've learned and what have you. We can build that bridge, a bridge of compassion, bridge of understanding, right? And also for ourselves, this builds that bridge within ourselves, from one part of us to another, that helps bring forth the forgiveness. I'm hearing, come back to the forgiveness. We're forgiving ourselves and understanding more of what has taken place and why we might have responded the way we did before, but choosing to do so differently now, and allowing for forgiveness and building that new bridge will bring joy. That's awesome. There's one more in here. Oh, there it is. Oh, two together. Okay, so, you know, and also, so they're saying here, and before I show you these cards, so, you know, the first card is an adventure, and this is talking about our journey and how to see it as such, right? And that goes with it came with two cards, and the second is gratitude, and to pair this adventure and being grateful for it, right? Because even though there might be times of challenge and when you're being tested and trying and the resistance is strong and it's hard at work and it doesn't want to let go of the power that it's used to getting from you, be grateful for this, because this is God's gift of love. And that came up the other day in a message for the collective. In fact, I'm trying to remember who brought that through. Oh, no, I don't want to misspeak, but if you look back in my post, you'll find it. So anyway, but it was imperative to note that these challenges are divine love from God, because it's a way of seeing it's a form, it's our mirror, right? The form for us to be able to see what needs to be seen. They are opportunities. That's the word I'm looking for. They are opportunities for us to find more love, to show us where we need more love, so we can heal, so we can forgive, and we can co-create stronger, and we can move through this journey and being grateful for it, because it brings forth more love. Okay, and that then brings us joy. Awesome. Okay, the second question: how can connecting with your higher self bring forth more abundance? And I wanted to say I felt like that was brought through from our higher self, but I had a couple of messages, and so I don't remember if that was the truth, that I'm remembering correctly. But in hearing that with this second question here, I think it might be, which that tie-in from earlier this week would make sense. So perhaps that was the case. How can connecting with your higher self bring forth more abundance, right? How can that? Why and why? And I have this new deck, and this one is called, Return to the Self. Ah. Oh my gosh. Your higher self, return to yourself. You get this? Oh my gosh, this validation, and this is a new deck for me. So like, I am not familiar with this. I've only used it a couple of times now, and so I was a bit hesitant on grabbing it, because I'm like, I'm not super comfortable with this deck. And then I trust. I opened up. I trust that you are guiding me. Yes. This is the deck. This is the deck to answer this question. This is the deck. And again, that question is, how can connecting with your higher self bring forth more abundance? Let's find out, shall we? Let's see what they have for us. The path inward. Okay, inward to your higher self. Discovery, courage, and intuition. Every inward step changes the outer world. I knew this looked familiar. I had pulled this card for myself just the other day. Okay. And how does connecting with your higher self bring forth more abundance? Because as we connect within, we recognize and learn and understand that we are powerful beings of light. Oh, I'm going to show you the card. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. And that we can access different portals as we rise in our frequency. And as we rise, our abundance can grow, and we call this forward, and it's all part of us. And the co-creation, the very first card is symbiosis. Yeah. How can connecting with our higher self bring forth more abundance? Let's see. Nope, not that one. Okay. Moonlight rest. These cards are so beautiful. So connecting with your higher self. Okay, so restoration, softness, and cycles. Even the moon takes nights off, right? Sometimes we don't see the moon at night. So connecting with your higher self will help to connect you to things within, right? And we can do this when we rest, when we meditate, when we sleep, and that will help us to connect, to hear what needs to be heard, so we can then bring forth what we're looking for, and the abundance of all beautiful things comes our way. Yeah. There's another. Letters you never sent. Forgiveness, expression, and release. Unspoken words still heal when felt fully. Oh, how beautiful. Man, this is a gorgeous deck. Beautiful. So connecting with our higher self helps us find forgiveness, won't it? It will help us to understand more things. You know, the letters unwritten, right? Or never sent. So maybe we wrote them, but we never sent them. Just a matter of, let's put it out into the universe now as to what it is that we need. Okay? And that brings forth our abundance. So we're calling forward what we want. Yes. The fragmented mind. So this is speaking of anxiety, thought, and rest. What every thought deserves, not every thought deserves your attention, right? So the higher self and being connected and bringing forth our abundance can shut down things that we do not want to hear. 1313. Ooh, powerful. Yes. Being connected helps us stay in control over our mind and being heart-centered. So we are listening to our heart and not the fragmented mind, where all this is not as it should be. But look at the moon trying to come through here and to provide some guidance, right? And rest, right? Rest is in there again. We need that rest. We need that moment. Okay? To bring forth our abundance so we can hear clearly. That's what that is. That this is not clear, right? Our mind's fragmented. Nothing's whole. Nothing's clear. Nothing is concise. We need to bring this together by listening to our heart and not our mind. And this just getting out of our head and into our heart. That's what I'm hearing here. Releasing anxiety and unwanted thoughts will bring forth more abundance. Okay. Wow, these are all coming back to rest and releasing negativity and being still, quieting the mind. They're all saying the same thing, listening to our intuition, right? I'm trying to see these other cards. You know, right there, rest. Your intuition, rest, release, rest, and reclaiming stillness. Powerful here. Powerful need to quiet the mind and to be present. Authenticity, serenity, and truth. Peace is not found, it is remembered. This is so beautiful. Look at these cards. So beautiful. Oh, I'm really loving this deck. It's gorgeous. So, how do we bring more joy to one's life, right? We're going to co-create with Spirit it's going to allow us to heal our heart by way of forgiveness. Staying in balance. Yes, staying in balance. Being committed. Commit to the journey. And building that bridge of understanding and compassion for ourselves and others. And knowing that and being grateful for this journey, being grateful for the journey. Taking this journey to new heights through gratitude. And how we can connect with our higher selves to find more abundance is just taking that path inward. Taking our path inward is going to help us connect more and finding the rest that we need, right? Listening, quieting the mind, hearing the universe, and speaking our world into reality, right? Okay. Yes, speaking our world into reality. That's what we want, our desires, and to come true. And again, and there's forgiveness again. Yeah. So getting out of the mind and being still to bring forth the abundance that we desire and need, right? Of all things, not just finances, but love, gratitude, humbleness, acceptance, and forgiveness. Forgiveness of self and forgiveness from others, right? 1717. So, from my heart to yours, and I'm so grateful, Candlehar. Thank you so much. Thank each and every one of you for being here and being a part of my journey and the self-love series. Until we see each other again, take care.